Hi there, this is Sophie. She's my co-host for today. Sometimes she's here, sometimes she's not, but usually she's here. If you're just listening on audio only, Sophie is a dog, and she's adorable, and she's half poodle and half corgi, and she loves it when you scratch her face. All right, so today, why do I always, complaining about where you live. This one drives me nuts. So I joke about Lawton a lot. I live in Lawton, Oklahoma. Couple statistics for you. Lawton is around 100,000 population. It's right in the middle of Oklahoma City and Dallas, Texas. So if you're not from here and you don't know where Lawton is, there you go. If you know where Dallas is and you know where Oklahoma City is, draw a straight line between them bitches. We're closer to Oklahoma City. Straight line from Tulsa, there you go. They're close enough. We're in between them, okay? For me, comedy has to be either something I produce or I drive to Wichita Falls, Oklahoma City, or Tulsa or Dallas to do an open mic or any kind of showcase or whatever. There's almost nothing here. And that's kind of how it's been for a long time. There's a long, long time ago, we had a comedy club in a hotel that apparently was pretty successful, and then that just died off. I don't know what happened. But generally speaking, Lawton is kind of talked about like it's this really ghetto, sketchy, scary place. We lack infrastructure for sure. You know, our roads suck, and our water department might possibly somehow be going out of business soon, even though it's part of the city of Lawton. I mean, there are things to complain about. I'm not at all saying that people say Lawton sucks or completely exaggerating, but the reality is it's not as dangerous as a lot of major cities. It's a pretty small town kind of feeling. And if you're not going by like driving down the road and looking at how ran down some parts of town are and all that, and you're just going by the people and the pros and cons of living here, it's not bad. So the population at about 100,000 means it's big enough that we have 2 Walmarts and a Walmart grocery store. It's not like tiny small town, but it's also small enough that we don't have super bad traffic most of the time. So to me, that's the sweet spot. I actually love that. And then the cost of living here is insanely low. Like if let's say somebody makes $50,000 a year. If they live in New York City, that's called being homeless. If they live here, they can go on vacation twice a year. Like it's not a lot of money, but it's enough for you to be semi-comfortable in Lawton, Oklahoma. Like there's houses that are for rent for $800. You can $800 a month. You can rent a decent, livable house where you're not going to get shot. $1,500, you can rent a pretty darn nice house. The average house for sale, I would guess, is under $200,000 or around $200,000. It's not crazy. So for all those reasons, it's great to live here. Also, if you want to go do some fun stuff, you drive an hour and 20 minutes to Oklahoma City, or you drive 3 hours to Dallas, or you drive 3 hours to Tulsa, and you can go do some fun stuff. And people act like having to go out of town for certain things is the worst thing ever. I don't agree with that. I think it's okay to have to go out of town because your cost of living is so low, the extra gas money is not a big deal. But I don't drink, so I don't have to find a designated driver to drive me an hour and a half away and an hour and a half back, so I get it. But basically what this whole episode is supposed to be about is people looking at what I see in Lawton and just complaining. And not I just named positives and negatives. I just told you why I like it, why I don't, whatever. I almost never feel like I'm going to get shot here. I do hear gunshots a lot, but I don't feel like they're coming at me. My shop is in a normal to kind of, I'd say, ran down-ish part of town. And when I'm taking the trash out, at least once every couple weeks, I hear a couple pops. That's at like 8 to 9 p.m. When I was working really late, there were gunshots basically every night. I lived in a neighborhood that there were gunshots literally every night except Christmas. They took Christmas off, the gangbangers. They had a nice Christmas off. But the point is there are negatives. I'm not trying to say that there's none, but every town has those. And what we do have is a lot of people that are decent. They're nice. They're agreeable. You can go to Walmart and not get in a fight. There's almost no violence in common places. There's like in the hood, there's the guys that shoot at each other. And at the one bar where we all know you're going to get shot if you go, people get shot. But the other bars, people don't get shot. So I don't get it. But I think the only negatives really that that Lawton has that other towns don't have is people don't want to do fun stuff here. Like, people think they have to go out of town for everything. So when I created Comedy Avenue, the biggest thing I heard was Lawton sucks, Lawton's boring, Lawton sucks, Lawton's boring. So I made the thing, and then all the people that complained, whoopsie, doggy slid, all the people that made the complaint that Lawton's boring were like, oh, well, you're doing it on a Sunday night. I'm like, okay, well, there's another excuse. So then we did a Saturday night show. They didn't show up either. We did a Friday night show. They didn't show up either. The people that want to complain about a place sucking just want to complain about a place sucking. They don't have any fucking intentions on fixing it up, helping it grow, whatever. If you have a complaint, and this is just me, it's drove me nuts my whole life. If you want to complain about something, then why not, rather than putting energy into complaining, put energy into fixing the problem? Like, that's just, it's human nature to go, I don't like this, I'm going to change it. Like, that's what we do. We create and change things. That's how cities were built. That's how fucking every invention was. It's like, man, you know what? I really don't like sitting in this house sweating. Air conditioner. I don't like cooking. Woman. I'm joking. But no, like, I'm tired of feeding my horse and taking breaks when he gets all gross. Cars. Get a car. Like, we kept inventing stuff because there was some need for it. Lawton has a need for fun and entertainment and whatever, and I created Comedy Avenue. It's not a huge help. It's not, I don't think I'm changing the city, but I do think if you had to go 2 years ago, how fun was Lawton versus now, how fun is Lawton? On Sundays at 7, it's a whole lot more fun. There's one more thing to do. So there's now one thing to do, unless there's karaoke night somewhere or something. But the idea that you're just going to sit there and complain about it, go, man, Lawton sucks, I fucking hate this place, and not do anything is crazy. I highly recommend for those people, you just fucking move. Just go somewhere that you think is better. Go to Colorado. Go be poor in a big city for a couple years and then figure it out and probably make enough money that you'll be doing better there than you did here. Like, it's not for everybody. But hearing people complain about it just drives me fucking nuts because it's not a bad city. We have a giant military base. We have a comedy club now. We have some really good tattoo artists. I'm not talking about myself. I'm just saying there are actually good tattoo artists here. We have a nice movie theater. We don't have two nice movie theaters. We have one nice one and one like classic one that's also really cool. So we have two movie theaters. We have dispensaries. We have walkable downtown area. Our mall does suck. I'm not going to try to improve that. I'm just throwing it out there. If you're complaining about the mall, you're right. The mall sucks because it's ran by the wrong people. But eventually, we either don't need a mall and it's gone, or it gets ran by the right people. Who gives a shit? You don't need a mall. You got Amazon. There's a fat squirrel on the TV behind the camera. It's a little distracting because I love squirrels. Dude, you got some fucking chompers on you there, buddy. He's just eating the shit out of it, whatever nut he was eating. Squirrels are so cute. Anyway, that's it. I didn't have much to say. I just wanted to tell you, if you're fucking complaining about the city you live in, you can do two things that are not complaining that are actually productive. You can move somewhere that you think you'll enjoy better and take a risk and probably enjoy it and have fun. And I'm not saying like, you don't like it, get the fuck out. I'm saying you don't like it, go somewhere you do like. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe you should go. And then the other thing, try to improve it. You could, if you don't have enough money to do something you think is really cool, think of free options. Ask ChatGPT, hey, what could I do to improve my city in a way that's fun for everybody? And it might be just putting on an art walk where you just invite a bunch of local artists to show their art and get people to donate money to a local charity for every kilometer somebody walks. You could do a weird car show or festival or music thing or whatever, and you probably could do it with donations and sponsorship money and then actually make some money off of it. So then you'd have a little cash in your pocket and help the city. Why not? So if you have any questions about how to improve your city, I'm not the right guy to ask, but you're on the right path and I appreciate it. And if you don't, then shut the fuck up and stop complaining about where you live, because you have the option to change where you live. And by that I mean you can move or you can change the city that you live in for the better. Have a good day.